everybody, welcome to Circle of the Blind Mice, where we are low on vision but high on tech. Back again with another video, and as you can see, I have gotten brave and decided to come to the other side of the camera. Something I swore 2 months ago when I started this channel I would never ever do in a million years, but I really want to make a go of this and do this long term, and so I figured part of that involves sucking it up, being brave, and coming to the other side of the camera every once in a while. So here I am. My name is Tammy. I'm your humble, dorky blind mouse that likes to babble about technology and film tech, and I started this channel because I wasn't seeing a whole lot out there from other tech reviewers talking from a visually impaired perspective like myself. So often I will watch tech reviews or how-tos and whatnot, and they'll be talking about, hey, you do this and you do that and you click that, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I cannot see what you're doing. So I thought, I want to give this a try, talking as a visually impaired person to other visually impaired people, and thus this channel was born. Another thing that led to the creation of this channel is about a year ago, actually 11 months ago this month, I was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, which thankfully I've beaten, knock on wood, but it's kind of made me look at life differently. And once I was done with all that, I lost my job after almost 2 decades. So I have a lot of spare time on my hands as I look for my quote-unquote new day job, and so I thought, what better perfect time to give this a try than now. Now, the way I came up with the name for this channel was I'm actually a blind bowler, and I quite frequently refer to my crew and friends of fellow blind and visually impaired bowlers as the Circle of the Blind Mice, because we hang out so often. And so when I was trying to brainstorm what could I do on YouTube that there aren't 8 billion people already doing, what kind of twist could I do on it, I thought, hey, Circle of the Blind Mice, that would be a really good channel name. So, and thus the channel was born. Some of you might be wondering, well, how is she filming these videos when she can't see? Well, I'm actually legally blind, which means I have partial vision. I was born blind with light perception, so I actually was born with a lot less vision than I have now. That was due to congenital cataracts, which they didn't discover until I was 9 months old. How they took so long to discover it, I do not know. I was actually 3 months premature, so I spent the first 3 months of my life in a hospital, surrounded by doctors. What were they doing? Were they smoking weed like in the 1970s medical system? Like, I don't know how they missed this, but they did. So instead of having my cataracts removed in the first 2 or 3 months of my life, when they should have been, they weren't removed until I was 13 months old. This resulted in a secondary eye condition called infantile nystagmus, which those of you who have better vision than the rest of us might notice my eyes jump around all over the place and my head kind of follows suit as I'm trying to track what I'm looking at. This is completely involuntary. The eye movements is not something I can control. It's a neurological eye condition, and there really isn't a whole lot they can do for that other than subscribing these prescribing these lovely Coke bottle glasses, which I'll rant about in another time for another video. But yeah, so that's basically been me. Thankfully, since that surgery, my sight has been quite stable, which I am eternally grateful for. I grew up with several people who had developed glaucoma, which I am more susceptible to because they removed my eye lenses, and these people went totally blind. So I thank the universe every day that I still have what little vision I do have. So in my good eye, I have actually 6% vision. In my bad eye, I have 0 point something. It's less than 1%, but a little bit more than 0%. Basically, it's pretty much blind with light perception on this eye with occasional flashes of color. But in order to even see anything out of this eye, I actually have to close my quote-unquote good eye over here. Now, in the good eye with the 6% vision, basically what it means is I have 20/300. So what somebody with 20/20 could see at 300 feet away, I'd have to be 20 feet away to see the approximate same amount of detail as them. Or if you want to break it down to percentages, that's about 6.5%. So what someone could see at 100 feet away, I'd have to be about 6 or 6.5 feet away to see the same amount of detail. As someone who is partially sighted, I do use a magnifier. I never leave home without it, and it's got a nice little light here which I think my battery's dying. I need to replace the battery. But yeah, I use my magnifier to read a lot of small print, and whenever possible I read large print. I use screen magnification on my computer. I never did learn Braille because of the fact that I can read large print. I have a cane, which sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't. As I've gotten older, I put my pride aside and decided to use it a lot more, because I've had way too many cases growing up and over the years where I would walk into a glass door, like at a store shop front in a mall, where they had the glass windows beside the door, and I would walk into the door walk into the glass instead of out the doorway. I've fallen downstairs more times than I can count. One time I was at university and I was going down a set of stairs, or actually no, I was just walking where I didn't realize there were stairs, and then before I knew it, I was stumbling downstairs, made it to the landing by some miracle without falling down, thought I was safe, but then there was more stairs, and so that, just imagine me doing these exaggerated, steps or leaps down the stair, because I'm like, gravity is taking me down and my body's trying to make me not fall over. So yeah, that was the beginning of me really deciding, this needs to stop. I'm really gonna hurt myself one day, seriously. So I at that point I started using my cane a lot more. And so pretty much if I'm out and about outside of my neighborhood, out and about the city and whatnot, I will use my cane. In addition to helping me from saving myself from killing myself by falling down a flight of stairs, what it also does is it lets other people know that I don't see very well, because often when I didn't use my cane, I would get cut off from the sign and people would bump into me all the time because they would come off from my side and I wouldn't see them, because what I see is like what's right in front of my glasses lens, and over here is not magnified. So even on my good side, I won't necessarily see somebody coming off from the side. So the cane lets everybody know that, hey, she doesn't see so well, maybe I should probably walk around the other way. Although this isn't always successful, because sometimes people just aren't paying attention, they walk into me anyway, but that can help me. That can't be helped, but usually the cane is pretty effective in letting people know. So I am a self-taught PC, Mac, iOS, and Android user. I've been using computers in various forms for over 25 years. And as I've been doing these videos, a greater purpose has actually arisen out of my channel, and that is to help others like myself learn, use, and embrace technology. As someone who is legally blind and visually impaired myself, technology has enriched my life so much. And even for those of you that maybe aren't that great with tech, or not, aren't really into it, you kind of use it as a necessary evil, so to speak. I really feel that technology can enrich all of our lives. And so that's why I say at the end of every video that my mission is to help you learn, use, and embrace tech. But it's not only about me helping you, it's also about us helping each other. Although I've had a lot of experience using tech and I love technology, I by no means claim to be an expert. I still have lots to learn. I think as human beings, we all can learn. There's always something that can be learned. And so it's not just about me babbling to a camera about tech, it's also about me wanting to learn from you and having a dialogue with each other and teaching each other, what's out there and helping each other out. Take, for instance, a few weeks ago, I posted those 2 videos about the Facebook reactions and how to use them with voiceover and talkback. Somebody over in Reddit, and forgive me, I forget your name, but they commented that an even faster way to do it on iOS is to use your rotor. And you're absolutely right, and thank you for the feedback. And I am the first to admit that I am horrible for bothering to use the rotor. I know how to use it, but I often don't, because being partial, I flip back and forth between using voiceover, using my magnifying glass, using Zoom once in a while, and sometimes using nothing at all, depending on how large whatever it is that I'm looking at is. So but thank you for that feedback, and I want to hear feedback about that. So if you like something, let me know. If you don't like something, gently let me know, please, because I am new at this. And but yeah, I think we can all learn from each other. And so I think hence circle of the blind mice, it's all of us learning from each other. And as a visually impaired community, although there's a lot of us around the world, we're still a relatively small community, compared to the public at large. So, but that's basically this channel, and I am going to try to do these vlogs once a week. I don't want to just vlog for the purpose of vlogging. I want to have something productive to say, or whether I am pissed off about something and I want to rant, or if I have something that might interest you guys, whatever the case may be. So if I have something to say, I will I'll come on here and talk to you guys. So if you have any questions for me, I'm more than happy to answer sincere questions. So ask away. I don't mind at all. I know sometimes people are shy away from asking people with disabilities about their disability, but again, as long as you are sincere and you ask us as one human being to another, we are all for it. So don't be shy. Feel free to ask. So I'm going to change things up a bit. I am going to actually move my videos to Saturdays. So that'll be both the tech videos as well as the blog videos. Originally, I was going to split them up and do the tech videos on Wednesdays and the blogs on Saturdays, which is why this video is kind of disjointed. Now I'm re-recording the ending of it. But yeah, I figured it's just to keep it simple, because I don't want to do a vlog just for the sake of vlogging. So if there are weeks where I don't feel like vlogging, well, then there'll just be a tech video that week. So, or if I don't have the time to vlog, because these things do actually take time to edit them, to take out all the bloopers and whatnot. So, but yeah, so look forward to videos every Wednesday. So, or pardon me, now I'm screwing up my own schedule. Look forward to new videos every Saturday. So if you were used to them being on Wednesdays, they are now going to be starting on Saturdays, effective immediately. So I will talk to you in the next video. Here at Circle of the Blind Mice are bringing these videos because I believe technology enriches the lives of those of us with visual impairments. My mission is to help you learn tech, use tech, and embrace tech. Please share this video to help spread the word to your fellow blind mice, and if you're new here, please subscribe for new videos every Saturday. Thanks for watching.